Hey everyone, welcome to part 2 of my Let's Play tutorial. First part we covered Cam Studio settings. This time I'm going to talk about MediaCoder, which is a free download. Just search for it on Google and it'll pop right up. Basically we're going to be using this to get our RAW files down to a smaller size so we can upload them onto YouTube and make life easier for everyone, mostly ourselves, so they upload faster, and on our viewers, so they can download them faster. So let's talk real quick about MediaCoder itself. For our purposes of a Let's Play, you're basically going to be, you don't even need to look at any of this stuff up top. All you need to worry about are these tabs down here, and let's talk them real quick. Your generic tab, you're not going to have to change anything. I mean, you have a couple options here. Nothing I really mess around with. You can set your the priority for MediaCoder, but I like just keeping it at auto. As long as you're not doing a whole bunch of crazy stuff, it'll transcode them just fine. The important settings here, we're getting into video. I found that the best settings, it's going to default you to this H.264. I found that it results in fairly choppy video going from AVI and then compressing through the H.264. I found the best results are doing an XVID format. An XVideo is another high quality compressing tool. Basically, FFD Show that I use for Cam Studio is already a pretty good compressor, and then this filters through yet another really good compressor, XVID, so I found that it results in the highest quality for my purposes. And this here is probably the most important part, mode. It's going to default to average bitrate, but if you record your videos the way I do, using my microphone for all the audio, average bitrate is going to kick out a file with audio that just doesn't work right. Basically, you want to select the 2-pass option. What that's going to do is it splits the file into the video file, it splits a separate file into an audio file, and then it recombines them to make the transcoded file. It takes a little bit longer to do a 2-pass than an average bitrate, actually about twice as fast, but the end product is extremely high quality, and like I said, if you do average bitrate, your voice isn't going to come through is what the problem will be. Game audio will play, but your voice won't. Again, depending on your rig, sometimes no audio will work. It just kind of depends on your setup. But as long as you go with XVID for your format and 2-pass for your mode, you're pretty much golden. This other stuff you don't even have to mess with. Don't worry about it. In the audio tab, obviously enable audio is checked. Encoder, lame MP3, very good audio encoder. It's what I've used since day one. Good quality, I like it. Not much more to say about it. Format, you want to select MP3. That's going to be the default format here, and that's where we want to keep it. Keep the format MP3, keep the encoder lame MP3. Life is good, don't need to change anything else. For the container options, default is MP4. That's not what we want. Cam Studio outputs AVI files, so we're gonna select AVI because it needs to know basically where the source of the video is, and if you select MP4, it's gonna basically process the video in a way that's optimized for an MP4 file, not an AVI file, so you'll get some imperfections in the final product going that way. Multiplexer, keep that on auto select. It's nothing you got to worry about. For picture, you want to hit the check mark here. You have resize. You're going to want to select 320 by 240 because that again is the YouTube standard size. So just selecting that, you're basically just getting ahead on the job. You're going to transcode it into the default size so YouTube doesn't have to resize it. Save yourself a little bit of time. Crop you want to keep disabled. And frame rate, the default is to have it checked. You're going to want to uncheck that, so the frame rate is free to adjust as necessary. Then effects and aspect ratio, these are the default settings. You can keep them, and it'll be just fine. Sound, don't gotta worry about it. Everything here is default. Channel, stereo, especially if you're recording the way I do, where your mic picks up everything. That's the main thing you want. This last tab, you're never gonna look at. So, I guess I'll pull up a sample here real quick. From my, of course, I don't have my Process Me folder open. Just a second. I have a folder here. It's called Process Me. My Upload Me folder has videos that are ready to go. Upload to YouTube. My Process Me has videos that I need to filter through MediaCoder. Let's see if I have a short one to demonstrate. Yeah, this Mega Man X one will be pretty good. I'll just move this up real quick. No, don't want to select the whole thing. Okay, it's gonna do it again because I'm moving it too high up. Come on. All right, come on. Well, hopefully you can see how it says the size is 59.9 megs and the length is 7 minutes and 53 seconds. We are going to just get MediaCoder back up here. Now all you gotta do, open your folder with the file. I'm gonna use Mega Man X as an example. Just click, drag it in, and we got the name of the file, the size. It's an AVI, audio video interleave, and we're ready. You can basically drag and drop as many files as you want. Of course, obviously, just keep in mind the more files, the longer the transcode. So basically, when you have everything in here, you just hit start. And you can't see the whole thing, but I wonder if I can move this. Yeah, I can move this. Basically, it's going to show you a progress bar here. And it's going to show you it's going to bring up a little window. So you can kind of watch the progress, see where the video's at. You got 2 bars here. Current task is the pass that it's on, so we're almost done with pass 1. Total tasks is its overall progress. We're almost halfway done since we're done with the first pass. Remember, we selected a 2-pass mode. My voice to work. Just completed the first pass. That's why the state reset at 0%. So now it's going to go through the video again. And this time, the first time I think it does audio, the second time it does video. The second pass generally takes about twice as long as the first pass, just because the second pass is transcoding the more detailed, it has more details to compress in the second pass. So obviously we're already a quarter of the way through. That's part of the reason I chose this file. It's relatively small, so I'm not going to transcode like a Fire Emblem video at 400 megs. I guess while I have a second here, I do have my Robot Master Theater series off my Nintendo emulator, and I don't actually use Cam Studio for that. I use the recording software in the emulator. All you gotta do is go down to File, Movie, name the file, hit record. Now in my system, when I complete the video, I go to convert it to AVI. All the options are right there, easy to find. If I select any type of compression off the emulator, the video comes out horribly blurry and unwatchable, really. Recording off of emulators, when I convert to AVI, I just select as compressor, I just select full frames, uncompressed, and that's going to kick out a huge file. Like a 1 minute long Robot Master Theater, it might be like 700 megs. The one that, like a longer one that was like Starman, you're talking about a gig. But this transcoder will get it down to about 8 to 10 megs. So get it transcoded, then delete the bigger file. And here's the message we see after we're done. We had one file, 59 megs has been transcoded into 29 megs. Here's a timer for how long it took, so not even 3 minutes. And it gives you the overall compression ratio, which is 2.04 to 1 in this particular case, which means we cut it down by more than half, which is delightful. So we just hit OK. Now, of course, you can choose a destination folder. For me, it's my original ROMs folder here. Let me see if I can find it. So much junk in here. Oh, did I kick it back out? I just made my process me folder today because I'm so far behind in my regular folder. Yep, there it is. Yeah, okay. See, we have the original MX video, MMX. There's our video file that it kicked out on pass 2, the audio file it kicked out on pass 1, and here's our final video, MMX transcoded. So if you want to look at it before you upload it, just to make sure. Oh my god, this is weird. I'm talking in two places at once. So I would just, in this case, obviously turn the volume down. And at your convenience, you can take a look at the video, make sure everything's right. I used to preview my videos pretty religiously just to make sure nothing was wrong with them. But now, everything's gone so smoothly, I don't feel the need to do that anymore. So once you got that done, when you've done however many files you want to do, just hit the delete thing. That'll clear however many files are done, and you are done with MediaCoder. I might as well show that step. Go to my page, and all you got to do is click upload next to the YouTube search bar. Upload a video. Now it's in the wrong folder, so I'm going to use something else as an example. My upload me folder that's got a million things. And let's say I wanted to upload my final Mega Man 3 for Game Boy video, which I'm going to do shortly. Just double click on that, or click it once, then hit open, and it'll automatically start to upload, and then you get to rename the file to whatever you want, put in your description and your tags, and you just gotta wait for YouTube to upload, and then it'll process the video, which generally depending on the file size, takes anywhere from 30 seconds to anywhere up to 10 minutes after you've finished uploading. Just depends on the file size. My Mega Man videos are usually up within about a minute after uploading. The Fire Emblem videos are more like 8 to 10 minutes. But those are pretty big files. You're talking about, 250 megs versus 29 megs, so not surprised. But yeah, that is the basics on how to get an LP going with Cam Studio and MediaCoder. I hope you learned something. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope I have been educational, and I will see you on whatever you click next. Thanks everyone. I'll see you next time.